Is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He is watching, not letting them get away. All these faces, they're gonna have to pay. She cuts has your back. Once he's throwing out, he's done. She cuts us, his reactions are nothing new. However, there is one man on a mission who wants to prove the world a fakery.
Okay, so how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Really appreciate you all hopping on in here. Really happy to see you, actually. A lot of people actually jumped on in, which is good because I want to discuss something that relatively involves certain aspects of the channel and certain aspects of audience members. And I wanted to talk about something because I've actually received these kind of messages a lot throughout the past year or so. And excuse me. But I've gotten a lot of certain types of messages. And I want to talk about this because I really do feel like this is actually something that it's kind of interesting when I sit back and really think about it. Here, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch something over really quick. I want this right here. Ah, okay. Okay, I like this better. Good deal. Good deal. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Now I can see if I'm in frame and stuff, so the thing's in front of my face. We're going to talk about something, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't find it to be bad at all, but it is an interesting kind of thing that's been, like, brought to my attention more than certainly once. So, as you guys know, back in 2019 when I started doing this channel again, really, going back into YouTube, I started out doing movie reactions. I was really big into horror films, really wanted to do more reactions to that stuff. Unfortunately, because of nerve damage, my nerve damage is doing fine right now, but if I were to ever get back into that long-lasting kind of editing process again, it could probably bring it right back up. I gained a lot of nerve damage in my elbows, and which affected my hands, so it made it hard for me to edit, which is one of the reasons why I slowly started to kind of try to get into more interesting things. And then I started getting into the paranormal and all of this cryptid stuff and the spooky stuff of YouTube, and I really had a lot of fun going into that stuff. I got a message last night, and it was an interesting message. It was from somebody that actually had been watching my channel for a while. And this is, again, not a rare thing. This is something that I think most, if not every YouTuber probably deals with at some point, which is when you start going in different directions, people lose interest. Sometimes people don't just watch for the person, but they watch for the content that that person brings out. And sometimes when that person is starting to kind of lose, not interest, but starts going into different directions, sometimes those people who started out with you want to take off. So, like last night, I received a message. I'm not going to say the name, and they were very respectful. They gave me their personal reasons why, but they decided to tell me that they were leaving my channel. They were just not interested anymore. They weren't interested in the fact that I give maybe too much constructive criticism, and that just doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for them. They didn't like the fact that I was pausing the video so much and talking and trying to point stuff out. This is something that I received for the, I think, Sam and Colby video I did yesterday. In which case, I sent them a voice message saying, don't worry about it. It's all good. If you don't like my content now, it's understandable. I'm not going to keep you here. I'm not going to beg. You got to understand, when you do YouTube, and I notice a lot of people like to use this, right? A lot of people like to use this excuse against me. How can you sit there and critique and judge other people for their paranormal investigations, and I try not to judge, but I give constructive criticism on how I would do certain things for the most part. How can you do that? Or maybe for Satori and Cody, for example. There's a big one. Satori and Cody. You can't sit there and tell me it's fake unless you've been in the same room with Satori and Cody. And I was sitting here thinking, like, could I use that kind of question for a lot of people who may not understand what it's like to be behind the camera talking to an audience, and then learning throughout this process. I've been doing YouTube for now 4 years, back at it 4 years, and I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. My mind has drastically changed for what it is now with the paranormal community. It's not the same as it was, where I used to like watch because I was just so fascinated and having so much fun watching spooky content. I still had always that kind of grain of salt in the back of my mind. I'm always taking a step back and not trying to believe everything I see. But I never I started slowly changing over time. That was my growth. That was my mind becoming, learning things. I was learning things. I was learning different mindsets, you know, regardless of what you think of Twin Paranormal, Sam and Colby, all these bigger, you know, paranormal content creators. I was watching them in the beginning, and slowly but surely I started watching debunkers, and I started noticing things that I wasn't noticing the first time around, and I'm like, man, I'm actually having a lot of fun kind of pinpointing all these things that I think may have been, you know, maybe not the best way to go about doing a paranormal investigation. And I think overall that's going to help me in the process of doing my own paranormal investigations. But it was interesting because on one hand, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to lie on camera. I'm not going to give those people what they want necessarily. Like, am I disappointed and bummed out that, of course, you know, I'm losing audience members? Of course I am. I'm always going to be bummed out about that. But at the same time, this is a part of the growth of doing YouTube. You are going to lose people. Your mind's going to change. And then in the process of that, the people who agreed with you where your mind was beforehand are now going to change their minds about you. These are things that are almost unavoidable. And I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, I'm not ever going to be mad at somebody for telling me they want to leave my channel and just say, I call it quits. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you have the option to choose to join me on this journey, or you don't have to. I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to do any of that. I respect the fact that you don't want to be a part of the channel anymore. You do not want to be involved with my learning process and how I'm doing things. And I'm completely okay with that. 100%. And again, you got to understand that most people who actually watch my channel and have told me this are very classy about it. They're not mean. They're not rude. They just want to tell me why, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm going to let you know that my mind will change drastically over time. This is how I viewed my channel. It's a learning process. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to say some stupid shit, and I'm going to learn from that. And that is what it means to be on camera and showing everybody your personal thoughts, your mindset. This is the risk I took when I started doing YouTube. And I knew this was a risk I was going to take. Having said that, though, mainly what I really wanted to talk about was that, like, I've had many people message me and tell me, you know, giving me constructive criticism, which is cool. I'm okay with constructive criticism. I love that shit. That's how I learn to do things better. Let me go ahead and read some of your comments, though. I've been kind of going on, and I apologize. A lot of people are here, and I've been just rambling. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Okay, let me go ahead and move this back over so I can read your comments perfectly. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get to your comments. It's a process. Okay, just about ready. All right. Hey, I just have hard judgment. I'll be here with you side by side. Well, thank you so much. In terms of pausing, you are a reacting channel. You are reacting to content. And that's kind of how I view it too, is I'm reacting. I would much rather pause it and talk than try to talk over the video, because we all know you can't satisfy everybody. If you do one thing, there's going to be people who are going to have a problem with the other thing. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to go about it how you just want to go about it and stop worrying about what people want you to do, because you're never going to satisfy everybody, and that's just the reality of it. So when it comes to, like, the editing process, like how I have my screen and how people watch my reactions, that was my choice, because I've gone back and forth trying to satisfy too many people, and that's just not gonna be the case forever, you know. You're so realistic and you're silly. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Spooky. GH Andrew, it doesn't analytics tell him what's working or not, to be honest. It doesn't analytics tell him what's working or not. I don't, like, I like, analytics probably do. Probably tell me what's working and what's not. I don't really pay too much attention to my analytics. I'm not going to lie to you. I just kind of go with what I want to do. Like, that's basically it. I don't really pay attention horribly to the analytics. Obviously, the views and stuff like that, I pay attention to, but most of that stuff I have not. Even though you know I'm not into the paranormal stuff, I'll never leave you like buddies. Now I've been here for too long. Yeah, you've been here since I've been doing movie reactions. You've been here for a while. By the way, guys, we have over 126 viewers right now and only 51 likes. Do me a solid favor, hit the like button. It might actually alert more people that I'm going live right now, and they can hop on into and be a part of the conversation. Studying for an exam. Ooh. Yeah, you can't please everybody. It doesn't analytics. Let's see here. Have fun, investigation, do your best, film and edits are extra. Yep, that's the thing. And look, my investigation is going to come out, and not everybody's going to be falling in love with it. I almost guarantee you that now. That is another risk you have to take when doing YouTube. And, you know, the paranormal field is certainly interesting. It's gotten interesting for sure. I found you through Beto and Side Eye Guy. Happy to be here. Well, thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. I'm honored. I'm honored by those guys. Let me drink out of my pumpkin cup really quick. And that's the thing, you know, the reason why, again, I don't want to just satisfy people. And I don't want to say things they want to hear all the time, because that, for one, that'd be lying to myself. And that's just something I don't want to do, because once you start lying to yourself and start continuously lying on a channel, you're pretty much going to run it that way. And I just don't want to do that. I want to be as open and honest as possible. I want to give my blunt responses. This is how I feel. And if people love that, that's great. If people don't love that, that's also great. It's okay. It's just, that's how I can be real with everybody here and not try to just go with the flow of things, because that's just not who I am. I don't go with the flow of things, and that's just the reality of the situation. And again, if I start lying to myself and start lying to you guys just because you want to hear certain things, that just doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel honest, and I can't do that. I can't do that, because what's the point of running my channel at that point? It would be just a lie, and I'm not a fan of the concept of living a lie. And to me, when I'm like, here's what I always think of. I always think of like the far future sometimes. And when I sit here and I'm thinking like, oh, you know, someday my kids or my grandkids might look at my channel and actually like watch how I did it and everything throughout the years. But if I knew for a fact I was living a lie, and again, this is like over the top, I'm gonna be over exaggerating or stuff, but like, I feel like I would look back on it with regret, and I don't want to look back on my YouTube channel with regret. I want to be happy that I spoke my mind when I did. Yeah, so that's just where my mindset is. Yeah. Jordan, you are awesome. I love how you are honest and straightforward. Love your channel. Love you, buddy. Sandra from Tennessee. Thank you so much, Sandra. Really, the Mendez brothers cannot go... oh, yeah. Isn't that the new Monster series coming out? Or it's called Monsters. Clever. Real truth wins every time. I agree with that. Jordan, I have the Wildwood Sanatorium video coming out next Monday. That is epic, T-Pit. Hell yeah, man. Hey, Jordan RJ Carts, and hello, all of you got notified you were live. Hey, I'm glad you got notified. Not needed to fake paranormal, just go film and to see everything. Exactly. And, you know, people always say, do you have a problem with people having fun during investigations? No, I don't. I don't have a problem with anybody having fun during investigations. Does it work for me all the time when I'm watching a video? No, it doesn't, but do I appreciate it sometimes? Of course I do. I wish people... The thing about doing reactions, and again, this is another risk you take when you do reactions and you start having these mind changes, you start thinking about things differently, is that you acted one way at one point and then your mind starts going in a different direction, which means now the things that you might have a problem with are things that you're going to speak up about. And these are the things that people really just do not like with me. I mean, I actually saw a comment the other day on one of my videos telling me that I should stop saying I'm a fan of Twin Paranormal or I'm a fan of Sam and Colby, because obviously you're not. But who are you to tell me what I'm a fan of and what I'm not a fan of, right? I'm allowed to be a fan of whatever the hell I want. That does not mean I cannot have a problem with those people or a problem with the content they're making in some cases. It has nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. If they rode the Eagles, they would have gotten the journey done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if... I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but if they had just taken the Eagles to Mount Doom, they could have done it in a day. Right? I can say the problems. I can criticize things. I can... Look, You know, and people can criticize me all the time they want. Dude, if you want to come at me, you can say so many things that make perfect sense. You're a reaction channel. That's a pretty big one. You're a reaction channel. I make original content. You react. Fair enough. Fair enough. If that's what people want to use against me and or come back at me with, that's fine. There's probably even more you can say. But yeah. It's like saying you can't review a film unless you are a filmmaker. Exactly. That's actually a great one. That's actually a great one. People always say you can't criticize and you can't prove that someone's faking unless you've been at the location or have experienced it firsthand. And no, that has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Oh, wow, Rick, you're a badass, man. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. You are the only reactor I have asked to react to my first investigation. I trust your judgment and I want your honest opinion. I'm going to have to look into it, man. I'm going to have to look into it. Is it on your channel? If I click Rick, is it going to be there? That was very sweet of you, man. Everyone here is silly. I like Casper site, like Beardo, like a lot of skeptical people, but I also believe in seen and heard of ghosts. I believe in that shit. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe in all that stuff. That doesn't mean I can't disagree with how people investigate sometimes, or disagree with how over the top some of the jokes can be, or maybe some of the over exaggerations. You know, it's completely cool. It's completely cool. People are going to do the same thing, vice versa. It's not going to make... And people always think, because people speak out against bigger paranormal channels, they feel like we're trying to, like... I don't know, man. I feel like people always assume that we're trying to burn down these channels, like we want to see them go down. It literally has nothing to do with it. Some people just have a serious issue with people calling out certain things that just don't make any sense to them. And they will let you know. And they will let you know that you're a hater, that you're just here to start drama, you're here to start BS, you're here to start... And to me, it was never about starting drama. When there's drama going on and I talk about a subject, that's not me trying to add more fuel to the fire, which is already burning. Right? I'm not sitting there hoping that, oh, I want this thing to go ablaze and bring a house down. No. I just speak about it and give my personal thoughts. I'm not sitting here trying to light shit up. Making your own costume? That's badass. I mean, I heard a weird voice saying okay 3 times in the morning. I've not seen anything, but it freaked me out. I bet it did. That is freaking insane. You are, but you bring an air of positivity and honesty to the platform that has so much hate, and you're a breath of fresh air, sir, and classy. You don't get personal. Much respect. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That was very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Ginger, I think, is who said that. Yeah, Ginger, thank you so much. Myosotis, Francis, hello. Thank you so much, Anna Banana. Love your reaction videos, Jordan, and I'm excited to watch your investigation. I am so excited to bring you guys the investigation. We've all been excited. Me, Joe, and Cinnamon have all been excited to kind of, like, bring this investigation out. It was so, like, I'm curious to hear what you guys are going to say. And I'm going to tell you right now, amateurs. I almost should call the video, Amateurs Investigate the Belair House. I should almost say that. Because that's kind of what it is. We're amateurs, but I don't think we did horrible. I think we actually did pretty good. For the first time, I think we did. I gave myself a pat on the back. I patted everybody on the back. I'm like, you know, we did pretty okay. I think that's a good first investigation. I'm happy about it. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy about it. And that's the main thing. I'm happy about how it's turning out. Hey, what's up, Kenny? How are you doing, man? Hey, Peachy, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've been live. How long has it since I've been live on YouTube? Maybe like a month now? I literally have been so focused on doing all my editing and stuff. You are more than welcome. You are more... Oh, let me go back. Sorry. You are more than welcome to investigate my house. No charge. We know what is there. Ooh. That sounds intense. Jordan, honest opinion, what is your thoughts on Nikki seeing smoke, fog, in Hinsdale? I mean, I touched upon what I personally thought. And I stand by this. I truly do not care what anybody says. I stand by this. She was hyped up so fucking much. Almost ever since they walked into that house, they were immediately told there is a demonic entity here, right? And maybe, maybe she does have an ability. I don't know these things. I'm not a professional when it comes to these kind of certain things, and there's maybe some things in this world I truly cannot explain. But if you had to ask me what I personally thought after watching the video and seeing how everybody was like interacting, it really felt like so much was just piled over her shoulders to where I would not have been surprised if anything were to have happened in that house, she would have wanted to fucking run out that door. And that's kind of almost what happened, right? I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to say she's a liar, I'm not going to say anything like that, but I will say that if you asked me after watching the video what I personally thought, I would say that I think she had some serious, she was nervous as all hell, and yeah. I've been to Hinsdale House 3 times, nothing ever happens, and honestly, it makes a bit of sense what you're saying there, because to me, it's only an hour away from you. That is so badass. That's so bad. I would love to investigate it. I think that'd be fun. And look, they had fun investigating, I can tell, but there is so much building up the fear in that video. I'm surprised more people hadn't said anything. Like, man, you guys were really kind of you guys are really trying to scare her. Even the owner seems like a nice guy. I'm not trying to sit here and bash anybody. I know some people really want to, mistake the two. I'm not trying to bash him, but you can definitely tell she was already nervous, and it was just more on top of more on top of more on top of more, and just kind of like, oh, you're in trouble tonight. You're in trouble. It's like, oh, great, great. What's gonna happen? Right? You're so based. She probably got in her own head, and that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. And look, I'm not blaming her for what happened. My God, I have said it, and I will say it many times. Fear can make you do some crazy shit. 100%. So I don't think her reaction was fake. I think she genuinely was terrified in that moment. But that's just me. But I don't think it was paranormal. And thank you all for the donations. I see a lot of people donating. You guys are very effing sweet. Thank you so much. Been a while. What have I missed? Hey, Big TY, how are you doing? You haven't missed too much. I did my first paranormal investigation, which will be coming out, so that's pretty exciting. I wanted to say the house is old. It's bound to make noise, so no... It is. It is. I'll tell you right now, finally actually getting out there and investigating finally a location that I've seen a lot of people investigate, it makes you question things a little bit more. I'll tell you that now. I've seen so many people investigate so many locations, and specifically the one I went and investigated. And I can safely say, yeah, it explains a lot of the reactions they had in the house, even knowing it pretty much was the house. Yeah. The black mold was apparent. I thought there was a possibility of black mold, maybe. I mean, Kenny did say he was there 3 times. I'm not sure if that's ever a possibility or anybody may have noticed anything like that. If that's the case, that maybe that might have maybe it would affect someone's breathing. Exactly, Kenny, exactly. Yeah, Brooklyn, thank you so much for the $4.99. To me, honestly, I enjoy your content. Many of us here watching the live and your videos also enjoy it. Also off topic, the mask has shipped out. No kidding. Yeah, Brooklyn is sending me a mask, which was very effing sweet. Your eyes can play tricks on you? Oh, yeah. Oh, especially when people are building up the freaky... when people are building up an atmosphere, when there's, like, people telling you every 5 seconds that, aren't moths like the omen of death? And then, someone kills one and they're like, great, right? And more bad luck upon more bad luck, putting that mindset in your head that something bad's going to happen, and guess what happens? Something bad happens because it was built up to be that way. I'm not saying it was intentional, but it is apparent to me that it did happen. It is what it is. If people disagree, that's fine. You can disagree with however much you want, but I'm confident that is probably what happened. I won't even say probably. I'm confident that's what happened. To repeat what I said, as someone who has a heavy anxiety myself, anxiety-induced hallucinations are very real and can be triggered by anything and any point, especially if they are pushing into it. Yep. And look, we established that it was foggy outside. I'm not saying the fog got in, but if she was seeing fog before she went upstairs and actually did that, then maybe in her mind already, she was already picturing the smoke and the fog, right? So it could play into that. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I am saying it's a huge possibility. And I would be very much accepting into that. All three of your babies slept like a baby. Yeah. I won't lie to you. Going into some of these locations, especially the first time, I felt a little bit of paranoia. I'm not going to lie about it. I felt a little bit of paranoia, but I decided, I think I did when I went into the Belair house, I'll tell you right now, I did pretty good. I think I was very brave. I'm very, very proud of myself. Again, I'm not going to deny. I'm not going to be modest. I'm very proud about how brave I was. The first few minutes, dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm walking in here, never used the night vision camera, turned it on. I can only see with that thing, and I'm like, this is effed up. This is really effed up. Yeah, Shy Jordan switching between another channel. Who's live to enjoy this? Kenny, I've been dying to ask you, what are your thoughts on scientists saying EMF doesn't affect your mind or anything? I'm seriously curious about your opinion. I don't even think I used one of those EMF readers. I messaged you on Instagram, so I don't think you responded, but it's okay. I don't mind. I'll have to take a look. Oh, you might have, actually, because my phone actually alerted me about a couple things. Let me go ahead and check really quick. Why not, right? While I'm live. I had someone on the Discord tell me to not send it because apparently to them I'm buying my crush, which isn't true. I'm doing it to be nice and sweet. Well, you are very sweet. I really appreciate you. Like, you don't have to. Nobody has to donate. Nobody has to donate. I appreciate it. It does help. And actually, if you know what, if you want to spend money, go get a hoodie. This is what the hoodie looks like. This is my, yeah. I got it. I was supposed to wear this at the Belair house, and it came here 2 days ago. Apparently, someone already has one. They said they love it. I think it's fantastic. It looks really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it looks great. Let me go to Instagram really quick. I know, it turned out good, man. I'm so satisfied. I'm so satisfied. You have no idea. I might have to get one, Jordan. Ah! Oh, copyright. Copyright. Love the hoodie. Thank you so much, Bethany. I appreciate that. That is one sick hoodie. It really is. And it's comfortable. My God, this is a comfortable hoodie. Tressa, hey, J-Car, had to say I got to wear my hoodie like the one you have on, and it got multiple... No kid... send me... Oh, is there... Oh, I need to see it. I need to see it. I would love to see more people wearing the merch. I think that's so great. Got to multitask. I'll be listening in and jumping back on in the chat. All right, no problem, Francis. Thank you again for sticking around, guys. Not to toot my own horn, but I just made the best stew. Damn. Household EMF is not harmful. It would cause hallucinations or strained emotions, etc. Oh, interesting. Caitlin, this is my first live here. I'm a big fan. I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much, Caitlin. That's very grateful. I'm very grateful. And by the way, can everybody hit that like button? Can everybody slay that like button for me really quick? Get this video at least over 100 likes. I would love to get more people in here because it's been a while since I've gone and done a live stream. I would love to talk to more people and get more people on in here. Love the hoodie, bro. I'm going to have to get one. I think I can probably go ahead and actually, I think I can pin one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's tag a product really quick. I'll tag the hoodie. Hopefully I can. Yeah, I can. There we go. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. And I'm going to pin it. Woo! Member for 29-month member. It's great to see you live. I missed these little chats with the community. I did too. I really did. I've been just so stressed out. I've been stressed. I'm not going to lie. I've been doing work, a little bit overtime. It's one of the reasons why I'm slacking on uploading content lately. And I feel so horrible about that. I really do. It's not something I'm always, doing. When is my investigation coming out? I want to say probably around October 20th is when my investigation is going to come out. Probably around the time Sam and Chloe post their Hell Week stuff. I blocked him since he was being rude to my friends on Discord. Ooh. That hoodie is definitely sweet. Thank you so much, Tina. I'm getting the hoodie the next. Actually, I get paid on the 1st. That is so dope. Thank you. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. You guys did good. You guys are hitting that like button. Caleb, was going to say just watched one of your videos. You too funny. You're personally. Oh, thank you so much. But do you think a high EMS will... I watched Beardo's live, and some are saying that it shouldn't now, but I know scientists can differ. I missed your last live. Cryptid. Also, now that you have done a paranormal investigation, do you think you will ever do a cryptid investigation? I would love to. People always... You know, that is something I can say for a fact I would have so much fun doing, is going after a cryptid. Holy smokes. Running in the woods, acting like an idiot, trying to get Bigfoot's attention. You best believe that would be fun. You best believe. Jordan, I was told by Paul from Hinsdale that they will be doing a reaction video to my video when it comes out on Halloween for Hinsdale. That's so awesome. Congratulations, T-Pit. Hell yeah, man. My old house was in Germany. It was built in a military graveyard, an old cemetery, and some of the woods was an old jail burnt down. Just repeating. Hilarious watching you on TV and phone. I believe in intuition, but not mediums as much. Mediums are... There's a part of me that will always be open-minded. I'm open-minded to the possibility. I'm not going to, like, sit here and deny anybody who might actually have a gift. Like, of course, if that is a real thing, then, my God, I would love to see real proof of it. Like, I would be down for that. But there's also a part of me that's, like, you know, kind of like paranormal investigations where I just kind of keep a foot back. You know, I kind of go in with a grain of salt because I don't think it's always going to be what you think. And I'm not trying to deny anybody because I do believe that this stuff could 100% be real. That's how much I love the paranormal and I love all this stuff, is that I truly am open-minded to the possibility. And I do believe in spirits because I believe I used to live in a haunted house. So, my current hyperfixation is in Grand Theft Auto roleplay. I'm in my cringe era. Have I had an experience, J-Carts? I have. There's a common misconnection of the high EMF will cause a bunch of issues. It's a common misinterpretation based on the work of Dr. Precision Equipment. I went through that phase, Peachy. Rocky, that I think my friend's going through a, like, horror gaming phase. She's always sending me, like, TikToks and stuff of horror gamers losing their minds playing games. I gotta get back into horror gaming, guys. Oh, my God. I got so much to edit. I got so much to do. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's sad, because I have so much to edit. I'm almost tempted just to say, hey, my buddy Cinnamon, do you want to just edit videos for me and give her like $100 or something? Because it's a lot. What is the hoodie lined with? I don't know. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You already ordered a hoodie? It's comfortable though. I think it says it's a unisex premium pullover hoodie. Maybe if I actually like, I use Teespring. Give me a sec. I can do you all a favor and quickly give you the details. Can I actually just go to my Teespring store? Thank you. Oh, wait, I got an idea. Merch. Matter of fact, does anybody here want the link to my Teespring store? I can make it kind of easy for everybody. Give me one sec. Here you go. If anybody wants to go check out the Teespring store, you guys can. Very comfy and soft. Hell yeah, it's a good... Thank you, I'm glad. But I would recommend the new one. The unisex pullover hoodie. And it goes all the way up to 5XL. I am wearing a 3XL right now. I'm not a 3XL, but I am so comfortable in something this big. Let's see. Product details. It says, cozy, heavy blend hoodie with a brushed interior. Features a double-lined hoodie, pouch pocket, 1x1 rib with spandex for stretch, seamless body, and eco-friendly tear-away label. Hoodie runs small, size up, best fit. It's cotton poly blend. And my gosh, is it dang decent. EMF field, strength falls from a significantly into source, a small desk fan, cause the meter to go all out with limits and next to it, but 4 inches away, the meter will drop down to almost nothing. Oof, wow. J-Carts, you know anyone out of the expert help me get a Google account back? I do not, unfortunately. I'm no professional by any means. I loved oversized hoodie, same. I actually wear an oversized kind of jacket and a shirt while I'm at the Blair House, so I look way bigger than I am. That's like the one thing when I'm editing the video, I'm like, you know what this video taught me? To stop wearing like huge clothes when I'm investigating because, man, I look big. I look big. I'm an empath and I love your channel. Well, thank you so much, Selena. What does the hood look like? Oh, it's boring. It's just a straight. Yeah, that's it. It's not exciting. But it's got a cool image of my new logo. How long were you in the Blair house for? I was in the Blair house from, I want to say we got there. Oh my God, my mind is like, we got there early afternoon, I think. No, later afternoon. We got there, I think, around like 4 or 5 o'clock. And we were there till about 4. We were probably there till about 7 or 8 in the morning. Yeah, about that. And then we left. And when we were leaving, we got a call from the owner. And we hadn't even got to meet the owner because she fell ill, unfortunately, during our investigation. So when we got there, it was just us. And so we were able to turn back around and actually meet the owner, which was really cool. And actually, she gave me something, and I was so honored because, you know, you gotta. For me, it's an experience too. I love the fact that I was able to get out there and actually able to like get something. And she gave me something. I'll show you guys here now. She gave me this. This was so neat of her, and I'm so honored by it. I really am. I even actually asked her because I'm like, you know, I just. It was an experience, so I wanted to have her sign it, and she signed it for me. And I asked her to do that. I was like, please sign this because I love the fact that you just gave me that, and I want to remember this situation. So one day when I start putting like a shelf together of all the places I've gone, I want to take a Polaroid at every location, and I'm going to put the Polaroid next to this. And it will be just one of those things where I'm like, oh, yeah, me and my friends actually went and investigated there. I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that. I've always wanted to do something like that, collect snow globes of every location I've been. And yeah. So I got this skull. It's not a real one, my God, but it's a skull. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I like it. It reminds me of an old classic Halloween decoration. Don't fall, please. Do not fall. And a few other names too. I'm here. I was sleeping. Would you ever do a sketchy bandanas maybe with the clown? I would love to. That'd be fantastic. Maybe they have that option. I have one of those on my shelf. Oh, that's so cool. So you've gone to Texas BBQ and now the Blair House next on your list. Don't know yet. Don't know what's next on my list. First off, we got to make sure that the Blair House investigation does well overall. I'm hoping that if we get at least 500 likes on the Blair House investigation, we can already go ahead and try to plan something. Should I get a Poppy Playtime plush if I could find one? I mean, hell yeah, you should. My house is near a pet graveyard and something is mincing my name. I have seen a shadow figure and I'm home alone and I ask questions and get knocked back. The shadow are a bit crazy. Oh, wow. Oh, did you do the picture thing for your investigation? Like the Polaroid picture? Yeah, we did a couple of them, actually. I have like a whole stack of Polaroids back there. Do you think the investigators are getting so worried about being called fake they are over compensating by always saying, I'm not saying it's paranormal. It's annoying. I like deciding for myself. I think when you genuinely don't know, I mean, look, you always want to go and look for the things that you genuinely can't explain. Those are the things that you want to do. And I always think that, I don't think it's necessary to always have to say that. I think people can determine what in their mind is paranormal and what's not. Because, you know, at the end of the day, most people are going to be kind of sitting there kind of telling themselves that it is paranormal. Even if someone's telling them straight to their face, no, it's fake, or yes, it's paranormal. If you don't believe in it, or if you do believe in it, you're going to have that mindset no matter what you do. Anyways, I don't think it's always necessary to repeat that. You know what I mean? Like, if it's so obviously debunkable, then yeah, debunk it, right? So, I think there is a possibility that some people are probably getting nervous about it, because I do know that there's a lot of debunkers kind of coming out of the woodwork, which is not a bad thing by any means, and even paranormal investigators are debunking stuff. And again, and it helps a lot of people, I think, because then we can kind of dig in through the debris and find the real shit that we really can't explain, and that's the stuff we want to find. You don't want everything to be paranormal or genuinely ghost related, because that's just not going to be the case. Not 90% of the time, but I will say a good portion of the time. Yeah, that's a very good question, actually. I can understand that getting annoying when someone always has to say, I'm not saying it's paranormal, but We actually do that a couple times at the Blair House. I'm not gonna lie to you. We actually do say those exact words. We're not saying it's paranormal, but yeah, yeah. But we were also telling ourselves that too. It wasn't just telling the audiences that. No, in the moment we were kind of like having conversations like, what could have this been? And we would try to do, yeah. I do it a couple times now that I think about it. Anyways, gonna save up for that hoodie. Well, thank you so much. I hope more people get this hoodie. And if you do, take a selfie and send it, because I love when people share. Debunkers keep the paranormal world honest. If they work together, they could have a better chance in understanding the paranormal and whole. And again, you know, being a debunker should be what paranormal investigators are, right? You have to be a debunker to be an investigator. If you don't debunk, you're not investigating. You're just going in there and everything's paranormal. That's not investigating. That's just, I would actually label that more of a ghost hunter, right? A ghost hunter, somebody who's on the hunt for ghosts and really genuinely. Maybe that was a bad example, but I would call them a ghost hunter, and paranormal investigators are the people who actually go into locations and try to determine whether or not a place is really haunted. And they will tell you if they truly believe that this is paranormal, or if it's not, or if it's like really not paranormal, right? You've had 3 paranormal experiences in your life. Pisses me off when they make a mockery of it. Yeah, it's understandable. I just watched Side Eye Guy's video, and he said the same thing as CARTS is right now. Oh, no shit. No shit. I don't know. I truly believe that you gotta investigate. If you're claiming to be an investigator, you have to investigate in some case or scenario. There has to be something there. You can't just go into a location and hear a creak and say, "Oh, good God, guys, we're in trouble." We don't know that. What was that? What was that? Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Yeah. And you know, one thing you could do also is acknowledge paranoia. That's another thing you do. If you're actually scared in the moment, it might help people understand that, you know, you're not freaking out because you think there's a ghost in front of you. But also you could say, like, guys, my paranoia is at an all-time high. If you see me run out of this building, it is not a ghost. I'm just scared shitless. That's fine too, right? Debunking is taking the falseness out of the claim. Investigators should be investigating the claim mystery, not trying to prove ghosts exist or don't. That's starting with a bias. That's a pretty good point. That's a pretty good point, actually. Yeah. Yeah, because you're already going in there thinking that the place is already haunted, right? Now you got to find the ghosts that are inside the building. Yeah. Because in your mind, you already think the place is haunted. It's... Sam and Colby's videos often end up having empaths or who are visiting on them, Nikki, Amanda, Chris, being targeted by evil entities. Do you think there is a merit to this, or maybe it's hyped up? Well, after the last video, it felt very hyped up. It felt like they were really pushing for someone to have a freak out moment. Not saying it was intentional, but if you had to ask me, going back to that video, that's what I think. Is the second she walked into that house, she was already nervous. She already had a bad feeling about it, and then everybody is like, and you can go back and watch it again and tell me that it is all like towards her. Everything that's being said that is negative is aimed right at her, and now she's sitting there with the pressure of thinking there is something evil or demonic that is just targeting her specifically. It's in the whole video. I get what you're saying, but I think people shouldn't have to worry about being called fake for what they find, and it's really getting bad just to do the investigation. And I think it's interesting because it's like, on one hand, I can understand that. I think, here's the thing. What I would want people to do is start maybe trying to do things that, I guess it all depends on how you go about doing the investigation, right? Like, some people want to go in and experiment, which is what we kind of did with the Blair House. We kind of went in and experimented. And when we did that, be honest with you, because of all the things I've learned, I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to spoil too much because I kind of want people to be somewhat excited to see the video, right? So I won't say any more about that, but I was going to compare it a little bit. If one puts out what they claim is evidence into the public domain, it is open to criticism. And that in a sense is true too. I mean, we're all open to criticism. Not even just paranormal investigators, debunkers are open to criticism. Everybody is open to criticism. There's nothing new about that. We're all kind of in the line. I'm going to be criticized for the investigation I'm going to be putting out there. It is what it is. Maybe some people will tell me things that I just wasn't aware of. And some people might tell me things that I might learn from. And then I'll use that for my next investigation, right? I mean, that's what I hope for myself. I'm not saying everybody has to agree with that. I'm not saying everybody has to but that's kind of what I'm going into, right? This is especially true if the claims are being made could be harmful to others. True. I can see that. I agree. And if they aren't faking, they shouldn't be concerned. They might believe it. And then here's the thing, no matter. I mean, people have been but being criticized and being called fake hasn't really, I feel like it hasn't changed with the paranormal. I feel like that's been something that's been going on since the beginning of paranormal investigations, right? Even back in Ed and Lorraine Warren days. I mean, there are people who probably thought they were just, I mean, that hasn't really changed at all. Makes it curious to go to the Hellfire Caves tour as it's so nearby to me. Hellfire Caves could be really cool. Hellfire Caves would be awesome, actually. To be honest, I genuinely don't like Nikki. Not being mean or anting, but I genuinely don't like her. And that's just kind of, the roll of the dice. You like certain content creators, you don't like certain ones. Oh, yeah, no, they're definitely making, you can be classy about, debunking and whatnot, for sure. Which is what I think everybody would recommend. Be classy about it. It's sad how twins let the fam get to them. Are we talking about, the stuff that happened recently with Twin Paranormal? Yeah, especially everyone platform is definitely open to criticism. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Peachy. I appreciate that. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think it's gotten worse because there are people out there who genuinely do fake stuff. They genuinely do, and they're the ones who make it more difficult for a lot of people. If there was never any of that going on in the first place, then everybody would be, I feel like, more trusted. But unfortunately, people started pointing out a lot more bullshit, and it's great. Honest to God, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. In my opinion, it is. I love that people are finally, opening their eyes a little bit and starting to realize that things are not great. And, I have no problem. Here's the thing. I have no problem with faking, as long as you're honest about it. I got no problem. But to me, the one thing that rubs me the wrong way is when someone has the audacity to fake stuff and then pretend to their audience that they're telling the truth. Okay? Now, if we're talking about, the method... Okay, I'm not going to mention their names. You know who I'm talking about, the couple. Okay? If we're talking about that, you got to sit back and just think about that for a second. How really fucked up that really is. The whole situation. Convincing someone they are communicating with someone who has passed away when they would give everything in the world to talk to them again. And it's all nothing but a lie. It's all nothing but a lie. But we can sit here and smile about it and act like it's not a big deal. It's helping people, right? Am I ever going to react to PF again? I think you meant I think you're talking about Project Fear. At some point, yes. At some point when I'm kind of editing my own thing, but yes, I want to get back into Project Fear and stuff because I do have a fun time watching those guys. I'll do it for him. Call him Codeine Story. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm talking about Codeine Story, everybody. I've said their names 100 gazillion times, but yes, I'm talking about Codeine Story. Yes, I am. But yes, you know what I mean. If I could go investigating, I would, but I've seen a shadow figure since I was little, and I'm 21 because of pain and seeing it. Some cause me pain and some don't. Hello, Mia. How are you doing today? He's a busy boy right now. I'm a busy boy. Amber, another thing that bothers me is they are always seeking out the worst of the worst entities. They jump and scream and sound the knock and yeah. Something is automatically demonic or evil. The Lord of Darkness is standing right in front of you because of a creek. The Lord of Darkness, Beelzebub, is right down the stairs because a phone app said its name. One of the most arguably powerful demons in the Bible is right down below you because of a phone app. Right? No, I really feel like if an inhuman entity was really standing in front of me, I would be yeeted across the room and thrown out a window. A knock? Yeah. I love it though. I kind of love it. Whenever there's like the talk of a demon and then the demon's name comes up and they all start looking around the room like, guys, this is serious. We might have to stop this. This could be our lives. How often does somebody die in a paranormal investigation? Like, how often have you heard that someone died in a paranormal investigation? Not really at all, if ever. And all of a sudden, now we're meant to believe that Beelzebub is, like, kicking his feet up on the coffee table in front of me? What? This is so serious. This is so serious. Guys, this might not be a joke. And they would really get into it. And it's like, can we all calm down for a second? Love Life of Luxury. Love that channel. Please be careful with that name. I appreciate that. Why don't people look for, say, the regular lost souls instead of going straight to the darkest entities? You think it's the amateurs in the field, you'd start small. I used to love Life of Luxury. I think they're funny as hell. So why... this is so serial. Oh, come on. Can you say the full... oh, come on. You can say the name all you want. I know. Parker and Chase, my ultimate favorite duo. Life of Luxury, awesome. Creepy, too. Yeah, it can be creepy. It can be a lot of fun. They do a good job. Oh, well, thank you so much, Caitlin. I appreciate that. I was totally kidding. This was so serious. Guys, we got to get out of here. This ain't a joke. This ain't a joke no more. What's happening? A napkin was moving. A napkin. We got to get out of here. Yeah, one napkin moves and all of a sudden we have to run out of the house. Air conditioner turns on in the background. Napkin flies off the coffee table and everybody's like kicking shit and running out of the room. God, I want to do that though. I would love to make a series just purely fake and just go as over the top as I can. Would love to do something like that. Get like a bunch of the debunkers together and we can make a series. We can all like move into a giant mansion and we can just pretend everything is haunted. God, I'd love it. Would you and Zawoki do a collaboration together? That would be so awesome. Yeah, at some point, when we both hit 100,000, we were going to plan on doing some sort of paranormal location. My old job had a haunted bathroom. That's awesome. I love that. Mr. Beast being exposed should make a video on that. Nah, that stuff's been crazy. I've been keeping up to date with it, and I actually have thought about making several videos on it. I'm thinking about waiting until some more comes out. I don't want to like make like video after video after video on it. I would love to like go into it at some point and just dive into it and do like a research video or something. That'd be hilarious. Corey runs through the wall, leaving a perfect cutout shape. The fly thing, the last video, Sam Colby, that was silly. Oh yeah, the flies. The infestation. Yeah, fly infestation. Probably got some old ham buried behind that wall. No, I'm just... Bathroom, the faucet would turn on by itself. That would be freaky. I live in a town, Do you want to get into drama with being paranormal horror community? Do you want to get into drama with out being in the paranormal? I mean, I have in some situations before. I don't really want to like get into it. I'm not trying to insert myself into the drama, like being a part of the actual drama. I just enjoy talking about it sometimes. There are some things, like, to me, Mr. Beast is a big deal, especially a part of almost every everyday YouTuber's lives. He's the biggest content creator out there right now. We're all underneath Mr. Beast right now. And the fact that there are some shit going on, like, what did he just come out with? What did him and, which I don't know why the hell he would want to collaborate with Logan Paul. I kind of do. Business-wise, it's smart, but, man, why would you collaborate with a scammer like that? If you want to talk about some of the biggest scammers in, like, YouTube history, whoa. Whoa. You could not get bigger than Logan Paul. The shit that guy has done, I'm surprised he even has an audience anymore. Yeah, it's like a Lunchable remake. Yeah, I saw that. Lunchleys? Isn't it called, like, Lunchleys or something? Yeah. Ben and Laney and Ben coming out as fake was pretty big. I saw that. That was interesting. I saw that he came out with a video and said that he had faked a bunch of stuff, which I kind of knew already. And look, Ben has said some nice things about me. I have no personal beef with Ben from Simply Strange. I really don't. Doesn't seem like a horrible guy. And you know what? Coming out and telling people that he faked a bunch of paranormal content, saying that he was sorry was kind of a good thing. I'm not going to lie. It's a good thing that he did it. Finally, he actually openly acknowledged that, yeah, I did that. So give him props where props is due. I know Beardo is the one who pushed him to do it. So congrats on Beardo for that, because that is a win. That is a win for the debunking side of the community. The people who are out there trying to expose people for being liars and fake. I will say that is in my opinion, a big win for both of them. I think him doing that and actually receiving some positive feedback is a good thing. I'm not going to lie about that. I won't lie to you guys about this too. I have nothing against Simply Strange. I have nothing against Ben. A little while back, he had reached out to me through an email. And he asked me if I wanted to do an interview collaboration thing when all of this Conjuring House stuff was going down and all of the, I think, Elton and Corey stuff was going down. And I never responded to the email. I saw it, but I never responded. And one of the reasons why I never responded was because I was 100% aware of his channel, Laney and Ben. And that just kind of, again, had nothing, like, I have nothing against the guy, but it did kind of, it made me not want to do a collaboration. So, because I am somebody who does not approve of that kind of fakery. I don't approve of paranormal content being fake and then not being acknowledged that it's fake. I'm not a fan of that. So I will say him doing that is a big win. I'll say that. So, yeah, at least it's the first time he made a direct video going over it all, which is, again, important. Like, that's a big thing. Not everybody would do that, and there certainly are people who will never do that. Yeah, I'll give him props, 100%, for doing what he did. That is a big fucking thing you just did, and I say congratulations to that. Because not a lot of people would do that. Not a lot of people. Because there's a risk when you do something like that. Okay, I can see where you're coming from. For me, when debunkers take the time to research claims they are investigating, sometimes I can investigate a claim from my office. I just can't believe that Mr. Beast has all these serious happenings against him and collabs with Logan Paul like nothing is happening. That blows my mind. Obviously, he's doing it because I think he wants it to blow over, which it's not going to happen. I think he's like has a lawsuit coming right now. Oh, the sip after saying that. LOL, I was never on the twin paranormal train, even less now. Yeah, they haven't been really impressing me at all. And I know that Ryan made a couple more tweets recently going over some of the stuff, trying to justify. And I'm going to go back and see if he posted anything else, actually, because, yeah, he has not been happy about this. Yeah, he said something. He actually made a tweet the other day, and it was removed. So I'm not sure yeah. I think he goes back on what he says sometimes. Again, I have nothing against Ryan Reese, but to me, when I see things like that, and he, trying to target smaller channels, that rubs me the wrong way, and it's scary for a lot of smaller channels because, look, I still stand by what I said. If that were to have, if like the debunking community had not stepped up for Andrew, his channel could have been really attacked. Like, his channel could have been bullied so much that it could have ruined his channel. And that to me is a little scary. I agree, though, the term YouTube debunker has gotten a stereotype. I guess a little bit, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Because you're right. Like, if it wasn't for a lot of these guys doing what they did, that really could have ended a lot worse for Andrew right there. And I just could not believe that they were okay with that. And then for the twins to kind of say, like, he wasn't throwing shade at anybody, he wasn't doing that, this or that. Man, nope. Stop treating people like they're idiots. Stop treating people like they're idiots. You're not an idiot yourself. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. And by the way, CARTS, you should dress up as Madara Uchiha for Halloween. That'd be dope. Madara Uchiha. Madara. I love Naruto. Fantastic. Wasn't there something about how Mr. Beast, about the whole Chris thing? I've seen many things on it and everything. Yeah, that's how it kind of started, this whole Mr. Beast kind of stuff going down. It started with Tyson, his buddy, that used to be in his videos. Yeah, it started with him, and he apparently, or it actually was like a creep. He apparently is a pedo. So, yeah. Stuff got really bad with that, and then all this footage of Mr. Beast from back in the day throwing racial slurs out there started coming back up through X, and people were watching that. Yeah, he got through. Yeah, it really no one was expecting it for sure, and it really got crazy. It really got crazy. Marcellus William, who's? Let me go ahead and look that up. Let me go ahead and look that up. I'll have to look into that a little bit more later. I haven't heard nothing about that. Yo, what's up occasionally, Oscar? I interacted with Andrew earlier today, offered some info that corrected something he said. He didn't get mad. He appreciated the info. That's how it should work. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. How do you feel about Carl Jacobs? I don't think I have any reason to not like Carl Jacobs. He doesn't seem like a bad dude. So far, nothing's come out about him. It's pretty much all that I've seen so far has been between, the one dude, yeah, and Mr. Beast so far. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anything about Carl Jacobs come out. But he does. I don't know. I don't know. It's getting questionable. Like, I'm sitting here kind of like, what is, because I'm waiting for more to come out at this point, because it's almost like almost every other day now something new is coming out about the whole Mr. Beast situation. I cannot wait to see Nosferatu 2024. Carl's a good guy in my biased opinion. Do you know of the YouTuber called Hype Mike? Hype Mike. I think I've heard of him. I'm seeing his thumbnails right now, and he looks kind of familiar. Super chill guy. Love to hear that. And Andrew came off like a very chill guy. He came off very respectable, very classy dude. And he's got a knack for it, man. He's got a knack for it. He's doing great. He's doing great. And I'm glad to see his channel growing because, yeah, he seems like a cool guy. I've seen things saying Mr. Beast played Chris during the whole thing like it was an experiment to him to see if Chris would actually be trans, which if that's true, that's fucked up. Yeah, a little bit. Just the whole situation. I've seen a lot of the Discord stuff, which just is straight up horrible stuff to see. It's really rough. No, I did not. Jordan, can you check my last comment? Nope, I have not. I think Paranormal has had way too much drama since October. Sam and Colby were writes that they will change the world of the paranormal just to be attacking it. Yeah, kind of. I said that too. Yeah, many times. I've said that many times. Yeah, the Sam and Colby kind of changed the world of the paranormal, but not in the way they were expecting. Someone also has a video out exposing you, J. CARTS Arts, and I'm not lying. That would not surprise me. That really would not surprise me at all. Gotta go. Thanks for letting me hang out. Absolutely, Kenny. You were great. You're great, man. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us. But someone's trying to expose me. That's interesting. I honest to God, have not heard about that. And I'm very annoyed because you're a nice guy. Yeah, I kind of want to see this video now. What's the name of the video? I might have seen it. I don't know if it was exposing me, but I seen a video talking about like the Satori and Cody thing, which I saw that video. Criticism is allowed. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to criticize me, he can, but I don't know what I'd be being exposed for. Yeah, I'm kind of curious now. Hey, what's up, Tree Trunk? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Saw Uncle Dong at home, but I had never met. Sounds like a funny video. It sounds interesting. I've watched it, and let me tell you, that it pissed me off. Well, now I'm curious. Now I'm actually curious. Have you heard of the Destiny Shizo arc? I don't think I have, actually. Yeah, you're kind of making me curious now. If we get a link, can we have a live reaction? Possibly. Let's see. Creepy of you should watch Destiny. Is it that creepy? I don't know why people expose you. J. CARTS, my hearts, exposing the paranormal clowns. J. CARTS, Arts, hearts, exposing the paranormal clowns. Yeah, I'm kind of like... My favorite part of yours is when you blunt and straight to the point. Bad day. Thanks for being here. Well, thank you so much. Maybe I have seen it. Yeah, I'm kind of like... Link me. Link me. It's about how Twitter is full of bots copying and pasting posts, communicating with people like they're real. Jordan, I probably missed it earlier. Are you releasing the Blair House investigation next month? Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Gotcha. Was joking, but someone will one day. Damn. I thought there really was someone out there exposing me for a second. I'm like, okay, that's new. Damn it, it's not even April 1st yet. Not even April 1st. Oh, congratulations, Sea of Serpents. I'm like sitting here thinking, like, I guess, does he really believe? That'd be, if anything, that'd be the one. Does he really like these guys, or is he just saying that he likes them just to avoid any conflict? When he says things like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of Sam and Colby, but I'm not in agreement with this." Does he just say that so he can avoid things? Someone wanted attention. I just wanted to see if it was actually true. I do know of a video that was made about me. I'm not going to say the name, but it was like filmed on a phone, and he wasn't like trashing me. He person was kind of more going after a lot of people in the debunking community, and then he would mention me, saying that he really appreciates me, but he was technically saying that that Satori and Cody were legit, and we didn't know what we were talking about. I remember I saw that video, and I never responded to that. I never made a video talking about it. I just kind of, it is what it is kind of thing. Hey, what's up? I remember I'd be bitching and moaning about living in a motel. Look at me now. This channel is honest, expose honesty. Okay, y'all in the chat. Love you all. Have a great one. Thank you so much, Austin, for hopping on in. Have a great one. BRB making J-Cart's Art's #1 hater video. That would be epic. If you actually went out of your way to make an actual video and then posted it. Everybody's like, some people start commenting, oh yeah, I can't stand this guy. How is buying your grandma's house going? I think it's going pretty good. I think overall we started out at $62,000 and I think we are now down to like 59,000. So I think overall it's gone pretty okay so far. And people still donate to the GoFundMe. I think actually somebody like donated $200 not long ago to the GoFundMe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, people still, 21 days ago, someone anonymous donated $200 to the GoFundMe. And I had not even linked it in a long time. And someone donated that, which is crazy, like, so meaningful. And it helps out so much. One of the biggest stresses for my life right now is buying the house. So busy. I understand that. What's my favorite horror movie? I probably have to go with John Carpenter's Halloween. Forgot to log in, LOL. Houses are so expensive now. I had to move out of the central London and rural England. It was $90,000. Oh my gosh. Repeat from earlier, but I do give props to Ben for coming out and then coming into Beardo's live earlier and apologizing. Oh, he actually went into Beardo's live earlier? That is awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I think a lot of people are going to actually respect the fact that he did that. And I think that could be a big start to hopefully more investigators who maybe are not being truthful coming out and being truthful. I think it will save them. I think it's going to actually do them more good than harm, because people love honesty. At the end of the day, people love honesty. And having an honest relationship with your audience is such a big deal, and people appreciate that. They don't like being treated like they're idiots. They don't like being lied to. And I think coming out, even if like they're, a couple of them are really pissed off and mad that, at the fact that they thought they trusted you from the beginning anyways, I think they would really appreciate it at the end of the day. I have not seen the movie Fall. I said before, and I'll say it again, John Carpenter's Halloween and The Thing kind of share the alternate as my favorite movies. I feel that. Did you hear about the Smosh prank or not so prank of Courtney and Shane that blew my mind? I did not. I'll go into Castle, Scotland with you. We big enough one. We'll never even see each other. I think it did him good. People responded nicely and welcomed him. That's really great to hear. I love hearing that. Are you going to the Sam and Colby movie in theater? Probably not. I probably won't. I don't even think there's any of those theaters around me. I don't think there's any Cinemarks around me. So I don't think there's any way I could. I bought this crazy house for $280,000, knowing the history. Oh, wow. Owning up to lying and faking is good, but trust is gone after that. It very much could be. That's a risk they kind of have to take. But that's also the risk you kind of have to take when you lie to begin with. So it's a very good possibility that, yeah, I do think it will allow him. Well, basically, I don't know if anybody will trust him again if he ever makes paranormal content again. He had no interest in making paranormal content, but, talking about paranormal drama and stuff, which he has been doing, people might be okay with that. But I don't know if people will trust his paranormal investigation stuff if he ever does that again. Did you hear that Call Me Chris and Celine Spooky Boo did a movie as well? I heard about that, yeah. What does it mean if you're an empath? I'm curious. An empath is basically someone who can feel out things more. So, for example, like if a spirit is very sad or heartbroken, they can tend to feel that emotion going through them and relay that emotion. They just feel a lot more than the average person does. What's your plan with your Snapchat account? Are you going to be posting public stories? I might at some point. Speaking of which, has anybody here not followed me on Instagram? We are doing amazing over there and would love to get more followers, which it looks like someone already did follow me tonight, so that's good. Mirror Podcast, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. We're almost at 2,000 followers over on Instagram. Whoa. If anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, I just posted it. Did you hear there's a new film coming out soon? The iPhone film? I heard about it. I can't remember which movie it was, but I did hear about it, yeah. I forgot to follow you. Let me do that. Oh, thank you so much. Oscar, that happens all the time, though, and they made a point to say that. And here, my parents bought, there's, I believe, 48,000. They do live in an area, and they're very good for housing prices, though. Selena and Chris's movie is an actual fiction movie, though, so it isn't a documentary investigation. Okay, so it's actually self-known that it's not real. Okay, that's cool. I see shadows and hear knocks and hear voices. What does that mean? Seeing, as someone who has experienced things very similar to that, I mean, here's the thing. I do genuinely believe in the paranormal. Oh, Cheyenne's leaving. I'm sorry. Sorry, someone said night, and I'm like, who? I'll have to fix my Instagram first, but I'll follow you later. Oh my God, sorry. Good God. It depends on the situation. I don't know too much about your personal life, so like if you have a paranoia, if you're easily scared or things like that, because that stuff can play into seeing shadow figures. I'm not saying that you're, losing it or anything. I'm just saying it can play a part for sure. I mean, it has with me several times where I feel like I will see things. So I'm not saying that's what is happening, but I do, because again, it's tough because it's like I do genuinely believe in spirits, and I do believe I've been in a haunted house, so I genuinely believe in ghosts and spirits and shadow figures and things like that. And I have seen some things that I genuinely can't explain. And I still stand by things that I genuinely, scared the fuck out of me when I was younger. So, when I was younger, I actually was sitting in a room, and I did see a room of shadow figures going up and down the walls, and I still have no explanation. And hell, even the night kind of ended with me getting a fever of 100 degrees because I saw a puff of smoke come out of nowhere and hit me in the face. Something I can't explain. I can move and everything, but yeah, I still don't know. I'm a psychic, but I don't work with it all because I don't want to monetize it. I see people everywhere, though, and I hear things, and I can communicate a tiny bit, but it's actually, it's actual dead people. Can you read my message, please? Yes, I can. Glenn, give me 1 second. Did Sam and Colby know what is going on at the Conjuring house? I don't know. I don't know if they do or not, to be honest. How's Church? Church is doing good. Jake Hartz will be the first to investigate my house. I strong to that. How is Church? Yeah, Church is doing good. He's downstairs right now, chilling out. I have actually seen a shadow figure a few years ago. I saw it 3 times in a day, and it was cloudy outside. That is interesting. There's the link, Jake Hart's video on you. You actually posted the link. Thank you so much for a nice surprise after work. Well, thank you so much, Francis. I appreciate that donation, man. Thank you so much. Brought us up to $82 today. $82 in donations. That is awesome. Love the Hocus Pocus movie poster in one of your Instagram pictures. That's in the living room, yep. We also have Nightmare on Elm Street down there, too. Reactions and funny videos. The restaurant I work at is haunted. The dead owner throws stuff at us when we do something wrong. One of the waitresses had a bowl thrown at her for making a salad wrong. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now they must know. I don't think they knew when they did the bulk shooting for the channel 6 months ago, because it hadn't all happened yet, but now it's probably... No, the shadow I saw was white, not black, like a regular shadow. It was a woman in a dress. Wow. Wow. I love hearing personal ghost stories. I love hearing this kind of stuff. It's fascinating to me. I've had something similar look up to me and laying on my side and saw sitting and smoke in front of me. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. Timothy's Portal is the YouTube name. I'm actually going to look it up now. I'm actually going to look it up. Timothy's Portal. Channel. Okay. Jordan, I've got a few insane images from my ghost hunt I'm able to send you anywhere. Send to my Instagram. Do you believe in the physical ghost or multi-dimension? I don't know. I'm open. I'm open to possibilities. Let's see. I've had a headache for 24 days now. I think it's because I'm an empath. Oh, wow. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that you've had a headache, but, like, geez. I see my great-grandma around my grandpa almost daily. She still keeps an eye on him, but she doesn't interact with anyone. And I don't know if she knows I can see her, to be honest. That is so cool. Like, imagine, like, yeah, they think they're already gone, so they can't even imagine, like, you seeing them. Trust me, if there's, gotta search your name as well, come up then. As well should come up then. Okay, let me go ahead and redo that then. Timothy's Portal. CARTS Arts. Oh, yeah, I saw this. I think I liked it.
This is why you need to know about CARTS Arts. Buckle up as we dive into the
I did.
YouTube's reaction guru. Ever clicked on a reaction video and couldn't stop watching? Yeah, CARTS Arts has that magic touch. With over 1 million subscribers,
I don't have 1 million.
every video reaction into pure entertainment. But how? It's all about the energy. From epic laughs to genuine shocks, CARTS packs every moment with an infectious enthusiasm that's downright addictive. But wait, there's more. It's not just the reactions, it's the insights. CARTS doesn't just watch. He analyzes, breaking down the why and how behind every scene, giving viewers more than just a laugh. And let's not forget the community. Comments, likes, subscribers. CARTS knows how to keep the engagement skyrocketing. With polls, Q&As, and shout-outs that make every viewer feel like part of the show. So if you're craving some top-tier entertainment and want to join a community that's all about fun, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and dive into the world of CARTS Arts. Don't forget to like and comment to keep the conversation going.
That was very awesome. That was very sweet. Can we see? Maybe. Let's see. Timothy's World, CARTS Arts. Okay, let's see.
This is why you need to know about CARTS Arts. Buckle up as we dive into the mind of YouTube's reaction guru. Ever clicked on a reaction video and couldn't stop watching? Yeah, CARTS Arts has that magic touch. With over 1 million subscribers, this channel turns every video reaction into pure entertainment. But how? It's all about the energy. From epic laughs to genuine shocks, CARTS packs every moment with an infectious enthusiasm that's downright addictive. But wait, there's more. It's not just the reactions, it's the insights. CARTS doesn't just
Thank you so
watch.
much, Heather,
He
for that
analyzes,
donation.
breaking down the why and how behind every scene, giving viewers more than just a laugh. And let's not forget the community. Comments, likes, subscribers. CARTS knows how to keep the engagement skyrocketing. With polls, Q&As, and shout-outs that make every viewer feel like part of the show.
That's right.
So if you're craving some top-tier entertainment and want to join a community that's all about fun, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and dive into the world of CARTS Arts. Don't forget to like and comment to keep the conversation going.
Okay, we're back to this. Ah, there we go. Yeah, thank you so much for the donation, Heather. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Chat disconnected for a second. Oops. I've never seen the apparition, but I've seen my grandma's dead dogs. Wow. That was a nice video. It was a nice video, yeah, and it's better than, someone trying to expose, I guess, me. I saying some stuff. But that was really nice. That was very sweet. Thank you for that shout out to my gaming channel, Francis. Shut my window. The band is playing. I have to shut my window. The band is playing again. Oh God. I'm just saying. Real knows real. I want J-Carts to investigate the house first. Although we have done thousands here, and I'm honored that by the way, that you want me to investigate your house first. That's very like honorable. What do you think of Slender Man? He's fun. I don't believe in Slender Man, but he's a fun thing to talk about. 144 people watching. Yeah, it's been pretty much, it has not gone down at all, really. Like, maybe to 130, but that's about it. The band is terrible. Gosh, they would love to hear that. We've been practicing all day. How come he got lots of subs now, but now views? Strange. How come he got lots of subs, but not views? Strange. Well, some people get notified and some people don't. It just kind of depends. And there's also probably some people in the world who are probably sleeping right now, so they'll probably not be notified. You think they would be better if horrible metal music? I would donate, Jordan, but I'm also building my savings. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You don't ever have to apologize for not donating. But unfortunately, guys, I won't be on here for much longer. So I got to go ahead and get off and get ready for bed because I got to work tomorrow morning. So, well, not morning, but earlier afternoon. So I won't be able to stay on for too much longer, everybody, unfortunately. I gotta get some sleep. Yeah, I'll see you all later. Thank you again for the donations. You guys really have helped out a lot. I appreciate it so much. And buying hoodies, thank you. I'm glad a lot of you guys actually went out and bought some merchandise and are going to get hoodies like this hoodie I'm wearing right now. So hopefully you guys can take selfies and post them and tag me in it. That'd be phenomenal. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a great night. Hubby works security as well, I understand. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a security guard. That's exactly right. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you all again.